Hey everyone, this is Nancy and welcome back to our channel. We started this channel because we travel a lot and our friends are always asking us to share tips and insights to help them plan their next adventure. In this video, we're going to talk about the top 10 things people wish they knew before booking an all-inclusive resort. We cover some important things to consider when deciding on an all-inclusive resort so that you can avoid some common mistakes and get what you're looking for your vacation. Let's start with the question that comes up most often, the quality of the food and drinks. All-inclusive resorts offer unlimited food and drinks, but the quality may vary depending on the resort and even the country that the resort is located within. It's really important to read the reviews and research the resort's dining options to ensure that the food and drinks meet your standards. You don't want to pay for something you won't enjoy. One common mistake first-time visitors make is assuming that all-inclusive means high-quality food and drinks, and that is most definitely not the case. Food and drink quality and options can vary greatly between resorts, and even resorts that are all priced similarly, so make sure to do your research beforehand. It is also true that not all of the resort's restaurants are included in your all-inclusive rate. There may be extra charges to dine at some resort specialty restaurants, or there may be additional fees for specialty dishes such as lobster on the menus. It's very often true that you get what you pay for. Do your research so you know what you're getting for your money. Many all-inclusive resorts have policies on reservations for restaurants, activities, and amenities. It's important to understand these policies before booking to avoid disappointment or frustration during your stay. Some resorts may require reservations to be made in advance, while others may have a first-come, first-served policy. Still, others may limit how many reservations a guest is allowed. Always look for the information about the activities that are important to you and see if there are limitations on them or if they're open to you as often as you would like. For example, some resorts may include non-motorized beach activities, but they limit them to once per stay or 30 minutes per day or something like that. Alternately, some all-inclusive resorts allow only 3 a la carte restaurant reservations per week-long stay rather than an a la carte each evening. Some restaurants may even require reservations in advance of arriving. On this same note, it's important to understand if your resort has dress codes in effect, what they are, and pack accordingly. It can be really disappointing to arrive at a resort where men are required to wear pants and a collared shirt to dinner and you forgot to pack a pair. You're either going to miss out on some really nice restaurants or you will be shopping for pants in the resort gift shop. And you can imagine how well that goes. The size and layout of a resort can greatly impact your experience. Some all-inclusive resorts may be large and sprawling, while others may be more intimate and cozy. This can make a big difference in choosing the resort that is the best fit for you. If you're looking for a lot of things to do and see, and you enjoy walking or traveling around the resort in golf carts, then you may want to look at a larger resort complex with a ton of included amenities. Moon Palace in Cancun comes to mind when I think of a large and sprawling resort complex. On the opposite side is that you may prefer a smaller or more boutique-sized resort in which you can comfortably walk where you want to go while dressed up for a nice dinner or easily zip back to your room if you forget sunscreen. It's vital to consider the size and layout of the different resorts and decide which one is the right fit for your preferences and needs. It is also beneficial to consider the vibe of the resort. Sleeker, more sophisticated resorts with dress codes often draw a different type of guest than one with numerous water slides, pools, and daycare programs. Have a look at the activities scheduled throughout the day, as well as the included amenities, and you can get a decent idea of what the vibe at the resort is like. Now let's talk about service. The level of service provided by the staff can greatly impact your experience at an all-inclusive resort. For me personally, it is one of the top reasons that I choose a resort, but service is not a priority for everyone. I do understand that for some people, service standards might make their top 5 list, but the vibe and atmosphere of a resort is far more important than whether or not room service is included. Either way, it's important to read reviews and research the resort's reputation for service to ensure that you will be well taken care of during your stay. Also, make sure that the resort includes or at least offers the services you expect so that you're not caught off guard. Things like room service, turn-down service, daily housekeeping, etc. may or may not be included in the services offered by every resort. Good service can make or break your vacation experience, and one common mistake first-time visitors make is assuming that all-inclusive means excellent service, and that's definitely not true. So make sure you do your research and read lots of reviews beforehand. While all-inclusive resorts offer a range of on-site activities and amenities, it's important to also consider the availability and quality of off-site excursions if excursions are something you're interested in. Off-site excursions can take a fairly one-dimensional vacation experience and add cultural enrichment and excitement to your vacation. Now, off-site excursions are often a great way to explore the culture of a different country, but it can be difficult in some countries to arrange these excursions if the resort does not help you. Make sure to research the options for off-site excursions and decide if they meet your interests and standards, and then make sure they are easily accessible from your chosen resort. This is important for budgeting purposes, as off-site excursions almost always come with an additional cost. One common mistake first-time visitors make is assuming that all-inclusive means all of your chosen activities are included. So make sure to check what's included in your package and what things come with extra fees, and then decide how things fit into your budget. Now let's talk about location. The location of the resort can greatly impact your experience, as some resorts may be located in remote areas or in noisy neighborhoods. It's worthwhile to consider the location of the resort and decide if it's the right fit for your preferences and needs. For those on a budget, a resort located in a remote area may be cheaper, but it also may come with additional transportation costs to and from the airport, or additional time and fees to reach popular tourist spots. Always check to see how far away your chosen resort is from the airport. If you're only visiting for a long weekend, then you probably don't want to stay at a resort that is a 2-hour drive away from the airport. You'll lose too much time in traffic when you could be on the beach. Alternately, decide which tourist spots you want to include in your vacation and determine how far your resort is from this area. For example, if you're staying in the Costa Mujeres area of Cancun and you want to visit Chichen Itza, then you should know that it is more than 200 kilometers or 125 miles away. So that's a fair bit of travel time to factor into your day. Just have a look in advance on a map of the things that you want to see and do, and decide which area might be best for your chosen resort. We've had a few friends who choose their resort first and then figure out that it's way too far away from all of the things that they want to do. They would have been better off choosing a resort in a different area so as to spend less time driving and more time doing. Now, it goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway, that all-inclusive can mean different things for different resorts. So it's important to understand what's included in your package and what's not. For example, some resorts include only food and accommodations, but alcoholic drinks are extra. Other resorts offer ultra all-inclusive, where tips, massages, and even transfers from the airport are included, and still others offer something in the middle. Some resorts may offer only basic amenities and activities, while others may offer more premium options for an additional fee. It's important to research and understand what's included in your package to escape any unexpected expenses during your stay, or avoid being disappointed because you thought something was included and it turns out that it's not. All-inclusive does not mean the same thing for every resort, and there can be really big differences in the amount of things included in your package. For those on a tight budget, it's wise to prioritize the included amenities and activities and decide if any additional fees or upgrades are actually worth it. Only you can decide what things you must have included and what things that you can do without. Tipping is a common practice in the service industry, but it's important to understand the resort's policies on tipping before your trip. Some all-inclusive resorts, such as Sandals or Couples brands, have strict no-tipping policies, while other brands may encourage tipping or even include it upfront in your all-inclusive fees. It's pertinent to understand these policies and decide if and how you want to tip during your stay. Now, this is not a debate on tipping or not tipping. People from different countries are either used to a tipping culture or not. What I mean here is that it is valuable to know what the standard of practice is at your chosen resort, so you are not caught off guard. For example, many higher-end Mexican resorts include tips as part of their all-inclusive package, but when you're there, you see that many people are still tipping on top of this. When you are at Sandals resorts throughout the Caribbean, the staff are very strict about not accepting tips, to the point of even wearing a little pin on their uniform about not tipping. It's up to you to do some research on what the standard is at the resort and budget accordingly. On this note, if you're going somewhere where tipping is a standard practice, then you need to bring some small bills with you, as they can be difficult to find after you're already at the resort. It's important to understand a resort's age restrictions and demographics. All-inclusive resorts may have age restrictions or cater to specific demographics such as families or adults only. It's important to understand the resort's policies before booking to ensure that it's the right fit for your preferences and needs. For those on a budget, an adults-only resort may offer a more relaxing and quieter experience, but it may also come with a higher price tag. Adults-only resorts can vary in the guest age that they allow, so don't assume it's 21 and over. Some resorts like Atelier are 16 years of age, Breeze's resorts are 14 years of age, but these will still come up as options if you search adults-only resorts. The vast majority of adults-only all-inclusive resorts are 18 years and up, but not all. Just make sure you do your research, because if you're looking for a completely adult environment, then a resort that allows 14-year-olds may not be a good fit for you. Conversely, it may be a great choice for a family with older kids who are looking for a more upscale vacation experience. All ages family resorts are often better equipped with services and amenities that serve the needs of a diverse age group. Sometimes family resorts can even offer huge discounts and promos for families with younger children that can save you a significant amount of money if you're traveling with kids. Something to consider is that if a family resort fits better into your budget than an adults-only, some family resorts offer the best of both worlds with specific adult-only areas, buildings, pools, and restaurants, so you may be able to find the family-friendly pricing but still get a more adult vibe. All in all, there are a lot of resort options out there, so you will be able to find what suits your needs as well as your budget. Finally, it's essential to read the fine print when booking your resort. You may be surprised to find out that some resort bookings don't include the taxes, which can add hundreds of dollars to your trip cost. Conversely, the resort may include airport transfers or an airport lounge, and you assume that you would need to book your own separately. It's equally important to understand the resort's cancellation and refund policies in case of unexpected events or changes in plans. If you book a package including airfare, make sure you know which parts of your booking are refundable and which ones are not, because the airlines and resorts have very different policies on refundability. Make sure to read the fine print and understand the policies before booking to avoid any surprise charges or fees. It's important to know what your options are if something unexpected comes up and you need to cancel. Always do your research and always know what you're paying for and what things may cost you extra. Surprises are great, but not when it involves paying a bill that you didn't see coming. So there you have it, the top 10 things we get asked by first-timers looking to book an all-inclusive resort. Remember to do your research, read reviews, and understand the policies before booking to ensure a stress-free and enjoyable vacation. Make your own top 10 list of what you want out of your all-inclusive vacation and start to see which resorts check off the most items on your list. Then decide if you can make one or more of them work into your budget. Remember to research the resort's amenities, understand the all-inclusive concept, and check reviews before booking. Also make sure to pack smart, take advantage of excursions, and budget for additional expenses. Avoid common mistakes such as assuming all-inclusive means high-quality food or drinks, or that all your activities are included. Don't forget what your grandma told you about assuming. By keeping these factors in mind, you can book the perfect all-inclusive resort for your preferences, needs, and your budget. Thanks for watching. We have a lot coming up on the channel, so don't forget to subscribe for more travel tips and insights. Bye, everybody.